Here we are, it's Bond time. Hey guys, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninjas, or welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninjas channel if you have been to the channel before. So, as you guys know, I'm a late receiver of the Analogue 3D and we are testing it. So on the first day, the first stream that I did a couple of days ago on Friday, today's Sunday, what I did was I ran it mainly with an EverDrive. However, I did also run a couple of cartridges, being GoldenEye, the one that you're seeing here. This is the SummerCart now, by the way, guys. I'm not intending on running any original cartridges today. So we ran GoldenEye and we ran F0. But yeah, it's the EverDrive. So the EverDrive cost me between 160 and 180. I'm going to say it cost me like £180 with any taxes I had to pay, with all the delivery charge. I got it from Crix in like a couple of years ago, just around the time we were finding out about the Analogue 3D, and yeah, I ordered it. But man, this SummerCart, so I've tried 2 games on it. Viewpoint worked straight away, that didn't work on the EverDrive. Now I'm not saying that's conclusive, because maybe you can go in and adjust some settings. I'm just doing like the vanilla experience. Yo, we got Mr. Mega Man fan in the house. How you doing there, buddy? So guys, this SummerCart first impressions, guys, this is banging. Like, this cost me like just over £30 delivered, right? So the EverDrive, you don't get an SD card with it. This one came with like an SD card with, which I'm pretty sure like the entire catalog on there, if not at least the vast majority of the Nintendo 64 catalog on there. Not something that I was expecting. I've removed that micro SD card and I've put on like the ROMs that I have on the Mister, because I've got some ROM hacks and stuff on there. So guys, before we get into it, if you're not subscribed to the channel, then yeah, subscription is appreciated, as is pressing that like button. And if you really want to go above and beyond and support the channel further, then why not become a channel member? By the way, guys, don't stick a teabag in your Analogue 3D. Don't do what Karen does, just do what she says, guys. Right, let's give this a quick play, because I'm running this on Unleashed mode. So this is on with turbo on, like the fastest turbo this thing offers. Now I'm using the 8-bit Dowdle controller with it, and we've got it paired with a SummerCart. Now this 8-bit Dowdle controller, honestly, like, it is a bit of a disappointment with the D-pad. The D-pad is not accurate. You try and play something like Contra on this, you're gonna get false diagonals. It's the same D-pad, it feels to me, that they are using on the ultimate USB Type-C, like the cheap one, right? The ultimate USB-C, the cheap one, the one that comes without a dock. It's like $25. I mean, I picked one up for £15. And the D-pad's good, but it's not the best. It's not like the Pro 2, which seems to be accurate. Maybe it's just where it's sitting when you're pressing it, the pivoting and everything. So I'm not super impressed with this 8-bit Dowdle controller, at least the D-pad of it. And it doesn't connect first time round. It just doesn't do it. Okay, so look, this looks really smooth compared to like vanilla GoldenEye. The Unleashed mode adds a lot of frames. I just wish if there was a frame counter so we could have a look. It'd be nice, because on the Mister, Robert Pape included a frame counter, very, very handy. But we don't have one on this, but it just looks really, really smooth. So I'm very impressed with what the 3D offers. But in all honesty, right, I've actually been playing a Dreamcast, man. When you play something like a Dreamcast, no disrespect to Nintendo 64, man, the Dreamcast is freaking amazing. I was enjoying playing that. In fact, when I got my Analogue 3D, I was a little bit disappointed. I know it sounds weird, and I said it in the Dreamcast stream as well yesterday. It's because what is it to change weapon again? Here we go. It's because I'm really enjoying the Dreamcast. I picked one up, so the Nintendo 64, I played it. I've been playing it quite a bit on the Mister. We were testing the core. The Dreamcast is something I didn't play for decades. So it's a little bit unfair, and that's an unfair comparison. I've definitely been enjoying that more, and I will be doing some more Dreamcast streams. But since this Analogue 3D is like my new toy, it's a new device, I feel like this is something I need to do some more streams on. Okay, it's coming up ahead. But the Unleashed mode definitely makes GoldenEye a heck of a lot better, man. We just need that PC port. I don't think there's a PC port out now, at least not like a proper one. I remember there's some kind of work done on it, but I don't think, it's not like we've got GoldenEye. We've got a GoldenEye. We've got a GoldenEye PC port, which is Oh, that's cool. I do like the way the buttons are configured straight out of the bat for the analog, the 8-bit Dowdle controller. It's cool. It's just the 8-bit Dowdle controller. Two things, D-pad. I'll tell you where I noticed the D-pad. When I'm going in the menu and I'm moving it down, it registers sometimes as diagonal down and it ends up looking at the menu on the right. And that's when I noticed it's not accurate. I mean, your execution shouldn't really fail in a menu, right? You know, am I right there, guys? Guys, if you are enjoying this, there's quite a lot of you guys watching. Press that like button, help a brother out. Okay, let's go around. So you look, this is running really, really cool. Oh. I really do hope Analogue add compatibility for the NSO controller. I really do like that controller. I used it a lot on the Mister. Has a lot of nostalgia with it as well, so that's cool. Right, okay, let's so in order to run another game, one thing I do like about the 3D is pressing that reset button. It just kind of resets the cart. Now I have to say as well, I kind of preferred the look. Look, there you go. I just moved it down and that registered as down right on that 8-bit Dowdle controller. So honestly, the 8-bit Dowdle controller, the D-pad on it, it could have been really good. Like I'm like after very, very much move it, look, clean down. If I just like press down without thinking too hard about it, and it even edges, like if I press it, so if you think about down on the D-pad and I've got the bottom two corners, right, of the down, right, the left side and the right side. If I'm not directly in the middle and I'm slightly leaning towards the right, it will go into yeah, it will kind of go right. So instead of going down like that, it will just go right like that. It's annoying, something you need to be careful about. But given most of the games on the Nintendo 64 with the analog stick, it's kind of doable, right? So Viewpoint 2064. So there you go. When I tried it out, these are the two games I tried. And the reason that I tried Viewpoint, guys, was because this is actually a prototype. So this didn't actually work on the EverDrive yesterday. And I'm not criticizing the EverDrive because I am a fan of the EverDrive. I like Crix's work. I really do like his EverDrives on the Game Boy. They're really good, especially for the Game Boy DMG. They really draw such little power. They just work really, really well on that device. So I'm a fan of it. However, like the price I paid for the EverDrive X7, I could have got 6 SummerCarts, guys. 6, count them, 6. And with those, I would have got 6 16 gig SD cards, which I could have used for something else or used whatever. So not saying, I mean, I was really fussed about getting it with an SD card, but you have to ask yourself, what gives you more value? You know, likely a jailbreak will come for this somewhere down the line. But if it does come somewhere down the line, then cool, you know, then you don't even really need the flash cards. You're just loading ROMs directly off the SD card. So this prototype here, Viewpoint 64, is it's working well on here from what I can tell. So this was interesting. Massive props out to Hard for Games. Those guys there doing the preservation work. Do you know what I'm really interested in? There's a ROM hack. There's a Mario. We'll try it next. So there's a ROM hack called Mario X, like Xenoblade or something along those lines. And that one didn't work on the Mister. That one actually ran on the Analogue 3D. And I do apologize if I say Analog Pocket at times. I don't know if I've said it yet. But I covered so much Analog Pocket stuff. Whenever I say the word analog, usually Pocket follows. So it's almost like, I don't know if you can call it muscle memory or speech memory or whatever, but here you go. So yeah, I'm talking about Analog 3D. So yeah, so there's a ROM hack that didn't work, but that ROM hack now works. By the way, guys, this definitely check this out. I kind of like this game. It feels like an arcadey game from that era. And by the way, that's why, you know when I'm talking about the Dreamcast and I'm saying the Dreamcast is amazing, I have a strong bias toward arcade games, and the Dreamcast, I think, is the only console that legit is like an arcade in your own house, guys. It is an arcade machine that you are playing, essentially, man. That's why I really like the Dreamcast. Really, really like that. But I think I put out a tweet saying I think it might actually be my favorite console. It might be the best console of all time. So yeah, let's hope for some more controller compatibility. I think maybe when you know, 8-Bit Do and Analogue make their money from these controllers and sales of them stop. It won't be for a while though, like maybe 6 months, a year or something. They'll start adding, you know, features hopefully that will support other Bluetooth controllers, because it can be done. It's just restricted, right? You know, it's a company. Analogue are a company. They're out there for the money, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? They deliver a product, you like it, you buy it, but it will be nice if the Bluetooth isn't 100% proprietary, and at some point you can get, you know, all your different Bluetooth controllers working on there, like the Analogue Pocket. The dock for that, you can run a DualShock 4 on it, you can run a DualShock 5 I think as well. I've run I've run plenty of 8-Bit Do controllers on there. Oh, actually, to be honest, I only use 8-Bit Do controllers on the thing, but I'm pretty sure it can run like other third-party controllers. You can also bake in RF controllers into the dock, so it'll be nice to have some more options than just this 8-Bit Do N64 controller. Right, let's go for a reset, guys. And what I want to do now is, so on the Analogue 3D combined with the EverDrive, we got this Xenoblades ROM hack to work. Let's see if it does it with the SummerCart. We know it works on the Analogue 3D with EverDrive. It does not work on the Mist. There you go. Look, guys. I was moving it down. It registered as a diagonal, so you have to be very, very careful with the D-pad of this thing, man. And it's not just that. I'm a big fan of 8-Bit Do. I've bought like 4 or 5 USB Type-C controllers, and I only realized the D-pad was bad when I started playing Neon Inferno, and I was getting so many false diagonals, man. It was absolutely driving me bananas. Right, so where is, hopefully I have got it on here. Right, okay. So, is it on the X4? No, that's Xeno Crisis. Okay, okay, where are you? Super Mario 64, Road Finals 74. Man, it's got to be on here because I copied like the Mr. folder. Sorry guys, sometimes I'm blind when I'm looking at menus. Oh, okay, maybe it's in a different folder. Oh, here we go. Mario Blade Chronicles, right? So this one here on the Mister, we get very, very funky and mashup graphics. On the Analogue 3D with the EverDrive, it worked. So let's see if the graphics on this are broken, if it works. And I guess this is more for you guys to decide whether you want to go for the EverDrive or you want to go for the SummerCart, right? I'm pretty sure like the retail games work. If there aren't any that works, people are always making patches for games to get them to work. I discovered that with a Dreamcast. Okay, so this is working just as good on the SummerCart. On the Mister, when you play this, like I could not see this. The graphics were all garbled all over the place. So it's cool. It's very, very cool seeing that. It'd be nice if you pulled out a kind of sword there. Yeah, so this is running exactly the same as the EverDrive, guys. Exactly the same. So what we did see when I was playing this was, can you see, let me show you guys. Hopefully we can. All right, how do I get out of this? Oh, here we go. So can you see like the flickering artifacts? If you look towards the right of the screen at the middle, when I'm moving around, you can see like flickering and stuff. That was exactly the same as on the EverDrive. So essentially so far I haven't noticed any difference, and with an advantage being that viewpoint, the prototype worked where it didn't work for me on the EverDrive. Now I'm not saying that's conclusive, guys. Maybe there's some settings you can go into. I haven't really messed around with settings. I think both the EverDrive and the SummerCart, I'm playing with the vanilla settings. So this is super impressive. This just means there's a hack out there, and there's a hack out there that doesn't work on the Mister. Now it's possible it can work on the Mister. Maybe it doesn't have like the text file update in there. I know that's something that kind of corresponds with the Mister, but yeah, at least for now, they're trying this on the Mister. When I was doing ROM hacks, it didn't work, but it works on the Analogue 3D, both with the EverDrive and the SummerCart. And I have to say, guys, like I was a little bit of a snob. When I heard SummerCart, I was like, oh no, man, EverDrive's the best. And then people were saying to me, no, Pixel, you're being like a bit, you know, the SummerCart is fantastic. Like it's really, really good. And people swore by it. And I was like, really? And even the name just sounded cheap, right? Because EverDrive is that conclusive name that we know when it comes to, you know, flashcards. They are the Rolls Royce of flashcards, and the price you're paying is the price of a Rolls Royce as well, and the SummerCart being a heck of a lot cheaper. So at least so far in this stream, I can honestly say that the SummerCart is a great purchase, and I got it for £31. And I only got this because I had the EverDrive. I wasn't going to buy it, but a friend of mine, really, really cool guy, Oh, there you go. Look, I'm moving it down, guys. I literally need to hold it straight down. The you know, the D-pad on this is trash. Like, there's no other way of saying it. Like, if you want to get a direct thing, the 8-bit though controller D-pad, yeah, it's not accurate. It kind of sucks. I mean, they're market leaders when it comes to third-party controllers, but yet they just can't seem to nail it on this controller, man. I think there you go. Look again, just. Every time you see that, it's not me doing it purposely. I was actually holding down there, like I wasn't moving anything else, and that's what happens. Xeno Crisis is a fun aftermarket game. This ran fine on the EverDrive as well, runs fine on the Mister. No doubt it'll run fine over here as well. I'm going to read some of the comments as well. Naomi games are easily ported to Dreamcast if they don't already exist. Oh, do you know what? So, yeah, Naomi games, from what I understand, Naomi the arcade has extra RAM, so you don't get like the straight out ports, but obviously, you've got Capcom versus SNK2, the arcade version, and then you've got the port on the Dreamcast, which is essentially, you know, a version of Naomi. So it's really, really cool. The Dreamcast could be the best console to port decompiled N64 games to. I mean, it's crazy. You know what? On the 5217, we were trying out. What did we try in yesterday's stream? Mario 64 and Mario Kart. And they work really, really well. And obviously in 480p, they looked really, really sweet as well. Because, hey, we all know, guys, that when it comes to the Nintendo 64, the visual, the video out on that is terrible, man. Like, I remember upscaling it with the Morph with my original console, and it's that bad. Warhawk Games, I've had mine for about a week with a SummerCart, and I love it. The only disappointing thing is they need to update it more with Wi-Fi. And yeah. So the controller, the 8-bit though controller, sometimes it doesn't connect straight away. It just keeps connecting. It disconnects, and I have to press it a few times. It goes off. Press it a few times. It goes off. But the issues are only, and it drops inputs as well. But the inputs it drops are only in like the menu, right? Not in the actual game. In the game, the D-pad seems to be fine. Apart from, yeah, the D-pad's just not that good, man. You get a lot of false diagonals on this, man. They should have gone. So guys, be warned. The 8-bit though N64 controller, the D-pad, you will get a lot of false diagonals. I won't notice it on something like, say, Final Fight, because if I'm playing that, like, the movement's kind of all right? But if I'm playing like Contra, man, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go to lie down, and all of a sudden he's gonna start walking forward and aiming diagonally down. So do be warned. I mean, I'm happy to be proven wrong. Maybe it's the way I play my stuff, but I don't have that issues on, say, the DualSense. The DualSense has kind of become my favorite D-pad now for playing on like the Mister and on the Dreamcast with like a little converter that I've got. Only because the D-pad on that damn thing is accurate. I don't get menu execution errors, guys. I mean, who gets it wrong in a menu? That just sucks. Right, but there you go. I got it wrong in the menu. I'm moving it down and it's moving it right. I mean, you won't notice it somewhere in the menu if there's no option to go right, or if you have to press a shoulder button. But as soon as, you know, you've got something where you've got a menu where you move down, but then you've got left and right in there as well, you will hit them in there. And I am really disappointed with the controller. I'm using it because it's wireless and it's easy, and I just can't be bothered to grab an original Nintendo 64 controller, even though I've literally got it in a box behind me. It's just like, nah, this is wireless, I'll use it. I'll use the modern quirks. Shotgun time. This is a great game, by the way, guys. Massive props to Terminator 2K2. He actually bought me this game, so thank you for that, dude. Much appreciated. But yeah, D-pad no good. But SummerCart is freaking amazing, man. I mean, look at it. 1/6 of the price of the EverDrive, guys, right? I don't know. Can anyone tell me what advantage is there to buying an EverDrive instead of a SummerCart, right? What advantage is there that you will get from an EverDrive that the SummerCart can't do? You know, that, and this isn't anything there. It's just like, I'm just trying to make sense of it. If you've got a SummerCart around, and honestly, like, after seeing how good this SummerCart is, kind of like, I wish if I didn't actually buy the EverDrive X7. That was £180 I could have done with, man. And just this here, £30 almost feels like you haven't spent any money on it, right? It just means like it's cheap, very, very cheap. You know, a few people recommended it. I was like, oh, let me buy an alley, but I am going to keep the EverDrive because it is kind of like the Rolls Royce, right? So I will keep that, right? But essentially, yeah, the SummerCart is going to go to my friend, and I am going to keep the EverDrive for myself. because, or should I give my friend the EverDrive and let him know I gave him something I paid 180 for? Right, I'm being very look, I was being very clean with the with the D-pad, but I'm getting a lot of diagonals in the bloody menu. Right, so let's go here. Let's find a random. Oh, you know what? 1080 snowboarding has a good kind of attract mode. By the way, the core itself for the Analogue 3D is fantastic. I know people have timed it and they said it's not exactly accurate to the N64. However, guys, this is where I say, are you actually going to feel that? You know, that's the main question here. Are you going to be able to tell the difference, or is it going to feel like N64? Well, you know, I can honestly tell you, it is going to feel like a Nintendo 64, right? That's what it feels like. When you play it, it feels like you're playing a Nintendo 64. You know, if you run them side by side, which I will do at some point, and we look at the frame differences, you're not going to be able to tell, man. You're not going to be able to tell. When you're playing this, it feels like you're playing a Nintendo 64. So the core side, what I know of the Analogue 3D so far, the core is fantastic. The actual OS itself, yes, the controller keeps dropping out on there. And yeah, and the 8-bit though D-pad, which is an analog, I know they're kind of like, they've got obviously a good relationship, and some of, I think the CEO of Analogue is like the CTO for 8-bit though. So obviously they work on stuff together. It's something that will be decent and lucrative to them. But yeah, the controller's not bad overall. Just if you want to play a game with a D-pad, then maybe don't, because it's going to suck. Hey guys, I've only got 5 likes, man. Press some likes out there, or Karen's going to come with Terminator and make you damn do it. All right, let's have a look. I'm going to read some of the chat while we look at the attract mode. Okay, do you know what, Mega Man? So the preloaded SD cards, I can't bring myself to throw them away unless they genuinely break, but I will keep them around. Like I'll keep it around with what it came with, just in case I break something or something happens, and I can just put that in there. Oh, SummerCart means good times. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 2.4 is always 2.4 gigahertz is always better than Bluetooth. Let's see what Analogue actually give with in regard to like future controller support. There will be more firmware updates. There hopefully will be more features, and what I'm really hoping for, and this is just speculation, guys, so don't quote me on this, but what I'm actually hoping is that with the M64 coming out, you know, the heat is up in the kitchen, and everyone gets cooking, and Analogue actually, even if they release their own cores, if they release the PC Engine dual core, you know, PC Engine and PC Engine CD, they released their Super Nintendo core, the Mega Drive core, so all of a sudden you've got like this multi kind of system that you're using on there. So that will be, yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I mean, I certainly hope that that's something that takes place and happens, and the fact that the M64 is coming out and it's cheaper, and if it comes with a controller as well bundled in that looks more like the Nintendo 64 one, I mean, it just depends, I guess, on Analogue's plans. Is this where they want to sell a certain amount and then it's been worth it for them, or do they want to continue? I mean, as a business, if your item keeps selling, don't you want to continue selling it? Which makes me actually wonder. Analogue haven't said they've discontinued the pockets, but they're not really releasing anymore, and I get a lot of questions. You know, a lot of videos of the people are like, "Wow, man, you can't even buy these things anymore." But I think it would be nice if we got more pockets out there. It would just be nice for like viewers of the channel that come over. They see a lot of Analogue Pocket content on there. I cover it whenever there's a new core, all the stuff that I do for the Analogue Pocket. And it would be nice to be able to go, yes, they're in stock. You can buy some. I mean, I would really like Analogue for. This would be like a dream scenario, right? I would like all the stuff that they do that isn't like, for example, like the Super NT and the Mega SG that they said they're not doing anymore. Like the stuff like the Analogue 3D and the Analogue Pockets, I just like them to have like a regular inventory of it. Just have them in stock, you know? Have like a few hundred units in stock always, and just kind of grasp it, just see what happens, and keep it in stock, because like nothing has come out on the market that's an FPGA handheld that's as versatile and that's as good as the Analogue Pocket. You know, even though the Analogue Pocket doesn't have the D-pad, it's the best thing on the market. You know, until Taki releases a handheld Mister, you know, and Taki's been faced with delays when it comes to the Superstation 1. I'm a big fan of, look, I'm a big fan of Analogue. I'm a big fan of Taki. But hey, no one is out there without mistaken delays, right? So Taki got a lot of delays with the Superstation 1. So who knows when this handheld will come out. The Superstation 1 will go out. I can't remember what he's doing next, whether he's doing the flagship or whatever. So all that stuff there, you know, but it's what was I going to say? Yeah, so the Analogue Pocket is just absolutely fantastic, man. Absolutely love it. So let me read some of the chat while you watch these snowflakes. Charlie Pierce, have you tried the Leggett Fork of N64 flashcard media adds per game virtual controller? Oh no, I haven't, man. I don't even know what the heck that is, man. Is that something for the SummerCart? You should also watch that you use a flashcard overclock your games, that you can crop your, you know what, if it crops the card, I'll reset it and do it on there, man. I have no attachments to a lot of these SD cards. I'm one of those guys that I stream and play stuff. I hardly have any save files, literally on my Mr. Hardly have any that I care for. I genuinely, if I play, then I play in bed on a handheld usually, or I play fighting games when I'm with friends, and we don't really meet up so much anymore. So I'm one of those guys that, yeah, I would be upset if an SD card went. I mean, I had on one of my Analogue Pockets at one point, just before I started the stream, one of my Analogue Pockets decided to die. I don't know why you guys are laughing, that's just me. But yeah, it just decided to die, and it died. And I had to quickly get up a backup one and do it. It was a pain, right? But it is what it is. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. I want to see what Analogue kind of do with this. If they do open it, they do bring some stuff, right? A big shout out to, Mark, I forget their last name. Happy Ferret, point and click games. Let's have a look at some of these and see if these work. So, you know what? They've actually sent me updated versions and I haven't done them. So I'm just going to run the intro for Discworld because that does look really, really good. Mark, is it Mark Faulkner? Is that their name? Happy Ferret, really nice guy. So he's working on porting these games over as ROMs. Is it working? Hopefully it works. Yeah, there you go. It's working. So he's porting over ScumVia games as ROMs, not as an emulator, but as a ROM. This is a Nintendo 64 ROM, right? So he gave me like early access to some of those. And it's interesting. I mean, I'm not the biggest fans of point and click. I like them now. I don't think I'd play them now. They take too much time. Watch the intro. I'm going to read some of the chat. The EverDrive X7 was actually updated to work on Analogue 3D. I don't know about the SummerCart. It could potentially crop files. Okay. Maybe. But I mean, from what I understand, the SummerCart just worked straight away. And you're right. The EverDrive had to be... I mean, I had to put it into an original Nintendo 64, then load a bootloader onto it, and then it worked on the Analogue 3D. It didn't work straight away. However, look, no disrespect to anyone out there, man. I'm a big fan of Crix's work. I've had plenty of EverDrives over the years. Big fan of them, especially for the DMG, because any other one I buy, it kind of draws more power. So the EverDrive for the DMG is really, really good. But you know, when you're faced with a choice of getting a SummerCart, which is at least 5 times cheaper, right? Or the EverDrive is 5 times, in my case, 6 times the cost of a SummerCart. It makes you think, do you want to spend that much on one, or do you just want to get a SummerCart? And then later on, if something goes wrong, you think, I should have gone EverDrive. Well, we know EverDrive are the best when it comes to it. Crix's work is second to none. But price is a big factor here, guys. You know, you've just spent like, my Analogue 3D cost me the best part of £300. Maybe I got a couple of pounds change in there. But that was that, right? Okay, let me press the button. All right, let's go into the intro. And so, if I just got the 3D now and I had to buy one, and if I had to buy one, I'm going to look at the price and I'm going to go, wow, do I want to buy this or do I want to buy... I would just buy the SummerCart, man. It's fine. Look, we're doing a stream and there's nothing so far that makes you think, oh, this is a reason not to buy it. And even if we come across something, you have to evaluate, is that something you're willing to accept for the price reduction, or do you just want to go for the Rolls Royce of flashcards, right? Being being the EverDrive. Right, let's have a look at some of this. Oh, I love you, FPGA. Oh, thank you, Bloody Fatality. I'm trying to make the focus of videos more FPGA stuff, or just keeping to. I like doing retro stuff as well, but those videos always tank, man. So, you know, I can literally do a video saying, you know, Taki blew his nose and done a fart, and all of a sudden it gets major views. And then I do a video that takes me like maybe 10 times as long in production time, saying, oh, have a look at this ROM hack, it's really cool. And it just completely tanks. So I guess I need to go with what works on there, right? So let me go through some more of the chat. I dislike when a handheld or a knockoff EverDrive comes preloaded and have no distrib. Yeah, absolutely, man. That sucks. I mean, with my SummerCart, I wasn't expecting an SD card full of games, but it came with it. And the thing is, I don't think it advertised it with. I just clicked on a link that, because a friend bought one, and I said send me a link. They actually paid £40 for it, and by the time I went and bought it and ran every single coupon and done that on AliExpress, it come up to like £30 something. I was like, wow, that is cheap. And I wasn't really paying much attention to it. Maybe it did say, you know, like the advertise comes with like 10,000 games or whatever. Not that there's 10,000 games out for the Nintendo 64, but whatever games that were out there. And I was like, okay, cool. You know what? That kind of sounds all right. Well, I didn't see it. And then when the SD card came, I was like, wow, cool, I've got like an SD card, you know, like a throwaway SD card. Because when I do buy like those Ambonic devices or those handhelds, first thing you do, yeah, is get rid of that SD card and just make your own. I like the chaos that I call my own memory card. You know, stuff's all over the place, but I kind of know where it will be. Let's have a look. So Bloody Fatality, they won't add OpenFPGA to it, because that requires another FPGA. So the Analogue Pocket has 2 FPGAs. One FPGA is open and one of them is locked, right? So it won't happen like that, but I can see them potentially releasing additional cores for it. The M64 does have a controller on the website. No, so on the 5217, what I'm saying is, does it come bundled with a controller? Because they've shown the M64 and they've shown the controller, but is the controller a separate purchase? Is what I'm saying is. That is what I'm wondering, you know. I'm wondering to myself, is that something I'm gonna have to buy when I buy the M64, or is it? I mean, it'd be really nice if it is bundled with it, but given that it's $200, man, I mean, that's cheap. So hopefully by the time I get it to the UK and pay VAT and everything on it. I mean, it'll be nice to get a review unit. If I get a review unit, cool, excellent. If not, then right, let me run something else, because this is lasting quite a little bit. Yeah, if I get a review unit, excellent. And if I don't get a review unit, then cool. All right, let's see if any 64DD games work on there. So let's have a look at this F-Zero expansion. Do these work on here? Hopefully they do. Let's have a look. I have no idea. To be honest, I don't know if they run on the EverDrive or not. I never really tried them. If someone can confirm whether they work, it doesn't look like the... Oh, I was going to say, it doesn't look like it's working, so it does work on here. Right, let's have a look at this. Imagine the Retro Fighters Defender Pro controller. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the SuperStation 1 is 5217. It is a Mister, right? And the Mister runs any bloody controller out there. It's fantastic, man. So, you know, the Mister, there's no limit to what. So far, I have found 0 controllers that refuse to work on a Mister. Everything just works on a Mister. The only thing I haven't tried is the PlayStation 3 controller. And I know the PlayStation 3 controller, the Bluetooth protocol and that was a bit funny. So I remember it not working on everything easily, but maybe it works on the Mister. I'm not exactly sure. Right, okay. Mega Man, I'm glad they got you hyped for the SuperStation 1. Taki's worked hard at it, man. He's a very hard-working guy. You know, I wish him the best, and I wish everyone the best that's in this space. You know, people are really into this stuff, and it's nice to have people that are in this stuff working on it. Then you know you're getting something good. I mean, the SuperStation 1 looks amazing, and props to Taki, right? When he got like the first 100 or so, he didn't give them out to press. He sent them out to customers, right? And you know, as someone that is press within FPGA gaming, it would have been nice to get it. But I completely understand. And you know what? It's freaking awesome that he actually gave it to some customers. So a lot of people waited out there. Some people out there got it. So amazing, right? My SummerCart from AliExpress, Epic Joy. Also came with the... Oh, it also came with the games on the SD card, but an older firmware installed. I updated the firmware, yeah. So when I ran it, it did have an older firmware, and I put a newer firmware on there. Even made the menu a little bit different because I didn't have the left-right execution errors on the other one, so I don't think it had the options for left and right there. Mega Man fan, amazing how many people pre-ordered SuperStation yet didn't understand PS1 controller wouldn't work work in the menus. You know what, Mega Man fan, that's to be expected, man. People, so I had like one of my wife's friend's husband. He was like, oh, I want to find out about the Superstation 1. Is it a PlayStation? This guy doesn't know anything about FPGA gaming. So if he bought one and he happened to have a PlayStation controller, straight away he'd jump to the conclusion that this thing isn't working, right? Because there's a lot of ignorance concerning it. But I do like how Taki's kind of seen that feedback and he's addressed it to the point where now the PlayStation controller controls the menu and you can play any call with it, but it's not going to be snack. It will only be snack on the PlayStation. So that's really, really cool. So that almost gives you something, or the capability of something like the Reflex Adapt, which essentially lets you use any controller with any core. And I prefer, so when it comes to using snack or the Reflex Adapt, I prefer the Reflex Adapt only because if I'm using a controller, right, not an additional periphery or anything like that, but if I'm using a D-pad, a controller, analog stick, normal controller, right, the reason I prefer the Reflex is because, okay, I can use any controller with any core, not that I always want to do that. However, I can control the menu with it, and it's just very nice for that quality of life thing on there. And it only adds 1 millisecond of lag, which honestly, I'm not going to feel, right? Anything below like half a frame, even 1 frame, I'm likely not going to feel it. Like in fighting games, when I was at my peak and I was playing all the time, and I'd spend hours a day going in training mode, yeah, I'd get those 1 frame links. And I'd get them consistently. So if something was out of frame, even though you may not feel it, when you do the combos, the feeling of your combo and like your execution, you'd drop stuff, you'd get it wrong, so you'd feel it. But yeah, it's with Reflex Adapt, it's a non-issue, man. But I bought a 3D and a Pocket from Analogue, and that's pretty much my experience. Yeah, that's exactly what I've bought, man. I mean, I wasn't, so when it came to the Super NT and the Mega SG, honestly, I feel like the Mr. Scratches that itch so well that I felt no need to get those. And in all honesty, I'm really happy with the Mr. FPGA core for the Nintendo 64. I like it, and I like it a lot. Now, there are some improvements. I feel like GoldenEye in Unleashed mode seems to run a little bit better. Maybe it adds more frames than what the overclock mode on the Nintendo 64 core on the Mister does. That could be placebo, but I don't ever remember GoldenEye looking that smooth. When I'm moving around, when I'm looking around, I should say, the walls and everything, they looked really, really smooth. Whereas that game's known to have a bad frame rate. Right? Okay, let's run something else. I feel like the attract mode has done a good job. I like how quickly you can just reset it. Right, so whoops, there you go. Look, I moved it down there, guys. I assure you I moved it down. This is a really cool one. I downloaded this the other day, and this is cool. Oh, okay, what's going on here? Huh? Oh, okay, it's loading. I thought, oh, maybe there was a controller pack or something. I wasn't paying attention there. But again, it's not something I'm going to play long term. Not going to play lots and lots of stuff on here. My Analogue, I've bought it in the hope that we get more cores for it. And you know, I'm an idiot sometimes, right? I bought the DE25 Nano and there's nothing out for it, so essentially I may have actually bought myself like a paperweight. It's interesting. We tried this on the Analogue 3D yesterday. It ran. It's a Mario Kart hack. It's no biggie, but it's got Crazy Racers 64. Crazy Racers was one of the games I got around launch for the Game Boy Advance. So it's really cool to see that. So yesterday I picked Goemon because I'm a big Legend of the Mystical Ninja fan. But you know what? Let's go Dracula today, right? Because I'm a Symphony of Night fan, and there you go. You got Dracula in there. So let's just go the first one. I did do the second cup so we could have the traffic level. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Bloody Fatality. But I think it does a better job than the Mister there. Than the Mr. core, because the Mr. Overclock core definitely adds frames, because you know, I remember doing it side by side and actually having a look at the frame counter of both on one screen. Oh, so yeah, but it feels like on the Analogue 3D it really done a good job there. It really improved it. So you know, look, if like, for example, now, if you were on the market for one thing, right? If all you care about is Nintendo 64, then essentially the Analogue 3D makes more sense, right? It's got it upscales it to 4K. So if you've got a 4K 60 display in your front room, then you're good. You're like, wow, I'm playing 4K Nintendo 64. You've got a cartridge collection. You've got your original controllers. So there's many reasons to buy it, right? But then, you know, if you want to play, like the Mister just offers a lot more. It's open source. It's not closed source. There's no proprietary features on the Mister. It just, you know, you can do everything from whatever you want. The Sega Master System, the Commodore 64, the bloody Spectrum, the Amiga, the Super Nintendo, the PC Engine, the Sega Saturn, the PlayStation. So, you know, I'll always say it. Oh, sorry guys, I'm doing really bad here. The reason I always say is the Mister is king is because it bloody is, man. I mean, the amount of consoles this thing does, it's just insane, absolutely insane what you get out for the Mister. And honestly, like, look, where I'm going for a little bit of a rabbit hole, and I bought a PlayStation 2, I bought a Dreamcast, I've obviously got a Wii and a Wii U. I've got an original Xbox that's kind of broken. It's in my shed. I need to get that kind of fixed. But I do understand with a modded Wii, you can get really good. You can get really good GameCube performance with some, with some certain tweaks. I was speaking to someone, so I don't feel the need for a GameCube. I'm going to run that on the Wii. But all the stuff that is done on the Mister, I don't feel like I need the hardware. So, for example, I don't feel like I need a PlayStation. I don't feel like I need a Sega Saturn. I don't feel like I need a Mega Drive or an FPGA Mega Drive console. Like, the Mister just does it that good. So, you know, when it comes to the Analogue 3D, ease of use, you put it in, you play it, it just works, right? For someone out there that just wants a easy experience, this is a great purchase. But for someone out there that doesn't mind tinkering, you want lots of different systems, I mean, once you figure out up their tool, a lot of stuff's just going to come down for you. You just need to actually add your individual ROMs, right? So yeah, so the Analogue 3D is definitely a good, I don't regret buying this. So like, the story with this Analogue 3D is, this is my friend's one. He asked me to buy it for him. I still remember I was at the dentist with 6 of us at an appointment, and that's when they went live. And he goes to me, look, can you buy one for me? He's not able to do it, right? He was at work. And I said, yeah, sure, man. And I said, like, what color do you want? And he was like, oh, just order me a white one. And he wanted to play it over Christmas. And it arrived on January the 9th. And he still hasn't come to get it. And he said to me, you know, if you want it, you can have it. He's not too fussed about it. I mean, he's transferred me the money. I'll have to just transfer him the money back, and, you know, I've got it. But I am going to keep it. Yes, it's decent, and I am hoping we get additional cores and content for it. So I'll get it. So, you know, if you do want me to, you know, if you do want to offset some of the cost, then listen to Karen when she pumps out that hot air balloon. Become a channel member. Hey. Right, let's run something else, guys. I'm happy to take requests, by the way. For any requests, just blast them out, block capitals, say nothing else. Put it in block capitals, and we can oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Every time I move right on the menu, please understand that I'm not moving right. Do you guys want to watch a video? Let's see if that works, right? So Steamboat Willie is out of copyright. So massive props to YX Calais. They actually, so there's a way to use the LibDragon software development kit to turn videos into actual ROMs. So it's not using a video player, it is a ROM playing, it is a ROM that is a video. So it runs on an N64, it runs on the Mister, and right now, is it gonna work on the SummerCart? Oh, okay. Look at that, it doesn't work. Mind you, I never tried this on the EverDrive. I didn't have these on the EverDrive at the time, I think. Okay. Okay, well that kind of sucks. What do I need to do here? On page 1 of 6, okay. Right, okay, let's try and run another video. Right, so this doesn't run the video. I spoke to someone, I said to them, check out this video, does it work? So I'm wondering if they were using an EverDrive and it worked. You know what? Shall I plug in the EverDrive? I think I've added all this to it. Let's see, I'm gonna try. Right, guys, bear with me. I'm gonna disconnect this. All right, I'm taking out the SummerCart. And I know this is a SummerCart stream, but I'm curious now. I just want to see if Steamboat Mickey works on the EverDrive. Let's see. So I'm plugging the EverDrive in. We're not going to do much on the EverDrive. This is just something I want to do more for my curiosity, because we didn't try this on the EverDrive. So, you know, if the videos work on it and you want to watch videos, then hey, maybe that's why you want to get it, right? The EverDrive's in there. I have booted it back on. It's on. It just takes a minute to come back in there. That's what she said. Let me just show you guys a little bit of Karen. Oh, that's back on here, right? So controller, I'm turning it on. See, it hasn't connected first time. Second time, hasn't connected. Third time is connected. I wonder if that it just takes that amount of time for the Bluetooth to wake up. Right, so I'm going to launch the EverDrive. What's going on? Oh no, it went off. Nope, it's not connected. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's connected now. Right, so let's run this. And I made sure that I've got the same stuff on both of them. So if I go down to video and I go to, we tried Steamboat Willie. Let's see if that works. I'm kind of curious now because someone did say it worked. No. Okay, so look guys, that's the EverDrive now, the X7, and we are getting the same issue. So it could, I'm gonna go back to the Summer Drive now. Sorry, the SummerCart. So let's retire that EverDrive. SummerCart being inserted in there. Right, okay, so that didn't work. Now you can probably do some tweaks and some stuff on there maybe to get it to work. So that'll be interesting. Let's see if that happens. But in the meantime, let me show you some Karen stuff there. Absolutely superb. So we'll come back on, guys. There you go. Press that like button, guys. It really does help out with the channel. And want to go further? Then listen to Karen, man. Listen to her. She knows what she's saying, right? Video. Oh, Z-Force. Yeah, 3D core would be banging, right? I need to. Let's see. Controller. Not first time, not second time, not third time, not fourth time. Okay, so fifth time I had to, but I'm just wondering whether the Bluetooth, like for example on my Mister, when I turn it on my Wi-Fi dongle and my Bluetooth, they take like a little bit before they come on, but I have to wait, but I can see the prompts on screen. Oh, okay, CPAC saves, that's interesting. That's something that's been created for one of the games there. So what we got for IQ, oh, we've kind of had a look at F-Zero as well. The disk drive games we've had a look at. Whoops, there you go. Okay, so let's go back into ROM hacks and let's go, oops. Let's go to Sin and Punishment. Great game, by the way, guys. If you haven't played this game, play this game. I'm going to suck at the game, but that's just because I generally just suck at games. Right. Okay, is that the sorry, Mega Man fan? Are you talking about with corrupting on the SummerCart? Really hope it doesn't corrupt. I mean, I wouldn't like it to corrupt, but it's not the end of the world if it does. I mean, I haven't got space to put the Analogue 3D anywhere. It's actually on the floor on top of like a hardcover book. When I say book, it's actually a comic. Who am I kidding? I'm not a reader. I'm a breeder. Alright, okay, so yeah, it's on there. So afterwards, I'll just put it in the box. I'll keep the HDMI cable and the power supply handy, but I actually put the unit back in the box. So I'm not sure. I'll probably do some more Dreamcast streams during the week, man. That's like my favorite toy at the moment. I might go back to PlayStation. Like I like the PlayStation 2, but the Dreamcast is like having an arcade, guys. It just makes me feel like I've got all these arcade games ready to go, man. Let's have a look at this. My main pain with my Mister is getting Wi-Fi working. Well, Wi-Fi, if you've got a dongle in there, it takes about maybe not longer than 30 seconds before it kind of goes on. So my Wi-Fi is fine on the Mister, man. I have no issues with it. I run update with it. In fact, I use the Wi-Fi to send stuff over a network using Simba, so no issues there. So Z-Force, have you got a lot of nostalgia for the 3DO? Because I had the 3DO, and in all honesty, like, yeah, I want the core. It wasn't the greatest system out there. There weren't that many great games for it. I mean, I used to like Quarantine, but that was a difficult game. Return Fire was another game that I liked. I really got it for Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, seeing that, yes, it's got Akuma in it, and that was the only thing it was out for. That's why I got it. But, yeah, man, just not the... Need for Speed was really good as well. So I'm looking forward to the core. I love testing out new cores and doing this stuff, so that's amazing. But going back to the 3D, guys, the core is fantastic on this, right? The core is really, really good. And obviously it's using a more powerful FPGA than the Mister. So naturally there are going to be some improvements on there. Like what I've noticed now is GoldenEye has a better frame rate than in overclock than the Mister does in overclock. Again, that could be placebo, but I'm just going by visually what I saw, it looks smoother. Then on top of that, there's a Xenoblade Mario 64 hack. The graphics are broken on that completely on the Mister FPGA to the point where, you know, it hurts your eyes. You have to turn it off, but it works on here. So, you know, for an N64 enthusiast, I get it. It's the same reason when what was it that came out, the Mega SG and the Super NT. I was like, I don't understand why you would get that if you've got the Mister. And people are like, no, here's some pluses. Here's some advantages that it has. It has these extra video stuff in there that we like. And you can run your cartridges and stuff. So there are obviously advantages there, and I get that. I mean, what's a bit of a downer is I wonder if they'll ever release a DAC for the Analogue 3D. You know, are you able to run this on an analog display? Because I think that's an advantage that the M64 has over the Analogue 3D, because at the recent CES they had it connected to a CRT, right? And it looked really nice. It looked really nice on that CRT. So the question is, will we get like a DAC from Analogue that will let us run this on a CRT for anyone that wants to use it on a CRT? I mean, to be honest, I've got my Nintendo 64 if I want to use it on a CRT, but it's just, I'll tell you what, the Nintendo 64 is definitely not, it's not aged as well as a lot of consoles out there. Right, this is a really good game, guys. Try it out. There's a translation ROM hack. It's called Sin and Punishment, but the Japanese name is something else. I think it begins with a B or something. So that's kind of cool. Let's see like let's go and do Killer Instinct now, actually, because I know that's a game that potentially gives people issues. I like the fast scroll that they've got here. So obviously on the EverDrive, you kind of move it right, isn't it? And it skips a page. On this one here, you move like the yellow down thing, and that works it. By the way, guys, I so suck at Killer Instinct. People really like that game. Let's have a look. Oops, sorry, have I? I've definitely gone past it, haven't I? Let's got one more. Killer Instinct Gold. Let's go revision 2. Is that what we got? Yep, revision 2. I'm not exactly sure what the differences are between like the revision. Oh, create new controller pack. Okay, that's really cool. So it creates controller packs for the games. So that's bang on, man. Really, really cool to see that. I do hope we get a jailbreak though, guys, because if we get a jailbreak, it just means that you know, you don't have to invest in a flash card. You buy a dish, you put an SD card, you stick it in there, and everything's just working on there. And I certainly hope it comes out. Historically speaking, you know, Analogue release, well, I'm not sure if it's Analogue that released them, but jailbreaks are released for this device. So that's cool. Guys, let me just pause this a sec. I just want to get a drink of water because I've been talking a lot and my mouth is dry. Yeah, man. You know what? Yeah, Crix is amazing, man. Maximum respect to the guy. Like I said, like the EverDrive on the Game Boy DMG, like the power draw in it is so minute, it runs wicked. When I get different flash cards, the Game Boy DMG starts like flashing, it starts resetting a lot. So mad props to the guy, man. And the EverDrive, even for the Nintendo 64, is fantastic. And his support is amazing. Like, oh, it didn't work on the Analogue 3D? Hold my beer. Guess what? He's got it working again now. So absolutely nuts. Obviously, the main thing here is the price you're paying for it compared to the SummerCart. Like, okay, if the SummerCart wasn't available or it had some major flaws on there, then you're like, okay, you know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to pay that. But that's a lot of money to pay for a flash cart, man, delivered. I'm not sure how much it is now, but I remember, like, in my head, it was almost close to £200. It was like between 160 to 180. I can't remember the exact price. I bought it like 2 years ago. I bought it 2 years ago with the hope of kind of like trying this. The Nintendo 64. But guys, I have to say, look, you know, the Nintendo 64, I loved it back in the day, right? I thought I liked it because, like me, my mate Chris was the main one that had it. I had it for a little while, but it was a social thing, right? So around Chris's house, we'd play Mario Kart, FIFA. I thought it was 98, but it was actually 99 because I got a cartridge. So Mario Kart, FIFA 99, GoldenEye. Those are the 3 games that we played. And you know, like around Chris's house, there'd be a whole bunch of us in there. Sometimes there'd be like 8 of us. So 4 versus 4, you kind of had to wait, winner stays on, and you know, all the rest of it. And that, it was an era. It was this multiplayer era that we had. So when I've got Nintendo 64 again, I have enjoyed playing it. I've discovered some new games on there, like Beetle Adventure, which I think is really good. Rakuga Kid, which is another fantastic one. Fighters Destiny, which I played, but then when I played it again, it was more fun. So there's definitely fun that I've had with it. But the thing with the Nintendo 64 is a lot of my nostalgia is actually tied to the multiplayer aspect of it. And I remember we tried playing it like years and years later, and we couldn't play GoldenEye because the controls are so... they're terrible, aren't they? You know, the modern dual stick controls have become the norm for those type of games. So trying to play it on a Nintendo 64 controller is very, very difficult. And you know, it's not the fact that you can't go back to it. You just don't want to go back to it. So I don't actually have that. I don't have that much love for the N64 compared to other people that are out there. You know, maximum respect. A lot of the longer guys, it might be their first. You know, the Nintendo 64 may have actually been their first console. So they've got ultra love for it, right? But you know, I have much more love for like the Super Nintendo, the Mega Drive, the PC Engine, the generation before the Nintendo 64. I prefer the PlayStation over the Nintendo 64 as well. Oh man, I just gave her a big flange punch there. Okay, again, right guys, can't really play this game, man. Again, she is not having children ever again. Yeah, you know what, I deserve to die in this game. Get up, Jago. Okay, Orchid has won, which means we should reset and try another game. But Killer Instinct was one of the games on the Mister that took a long time to get working. It was one of those ones that always, I remember testing it, and we would get into the game, and as the round would start, it would crash. So these games over here are actually, so these games here, which is Conker's Bad Fur Day, Jet Force Gemma, and Resident Evil 2. So these are the patched versions that run on the Mister, right? Because these are the games that gave Robert Pape issues. He couldn't get them working on the Mister because of the hardware limitation. So because I've copied this folder over from the Mister, I just wanted to have the same games. So if I ever do a comparison, I've got exactly the same games on the SummerCart, the EverDrive, and my Mister as well. I had a game in mind, right? Let's do Resident Evil, guys. So because apparently that's the game someone mentioned crashed in the video. So I'll start the game and I'll play the video. And let's go here. See, on the Mister, I like the keyboard that's connected. I press R and it'll take me straight to R and I can get to it quick. So let's go Resident Evil now. Resident Evil, here we go. Resident Evil 2. Okay, so what we'll go is we'll go Resident Evil 2 Revision 1. And let's run that now and let's see how that works. And let's see if this crashes. It didn't crash on the EverDrive. It ran absolutely amazingly well. If you want to call it a console, my first one was either VIC-20 or C64. Yeah, oh man. So my first proper one was the Atari 800, but then I did get the Commodore 64 after that. Mega Man fan. I bought my my Commodore 64 off a crackhead, guys. Seriously, off a crackhead. There was a guy who lived on in my area, and he was known to be a thief. And his street name was Tifos because he was a thief and he had buck teeth as well. So they called him Tifos. And he had the Commodore 64 and I begged my mum. I was like, I begged her, please, please, mum, let me get this. Let me get this. And, you know, she saw how much I wanted it. And she got it for me. So I was super chuffed with that, man. That's why I love my mum so much. Even now she's got dementia, and honestly, she is not a sane person. You know, the stuff she does is just absolutely crazy. But I have mad love for her, man, because she was good to me as a kid, man. You know, single parent, bringing up like, you know, 4 kids, and you know, we were poor, and once in a while I'd get a treat, you know, and then after that I'd have to sell my consoles. And I had like jobs when I was working in school in like my uncle's shop where I'd get a bit of money, or I'd collect like trolleys that had pounds in there. So that was the hustle. And don't get me wrong, it's not, this isn't a sob story or anything there. I was happy, man. You know, we knew what we had. We had to work for it and everything there. And yeah, my mum sometimes was really, really cool. And that's why, even though you know, even though she is not of sane mind anymore, it's not the same person that I knew, but, you know, mad love for her. So guys, it's, you know, like, be cool to your parents, man. They grow old. They brought you up, so visit them. Be nice to them. You know, like my buddy Chris, who gave me his N64. So I essentially have the childhood N64 we played multiplayer games on. He gave it to me. His dad died like, you know, around Christmas time, man. I mean, he had cancer. He was terminal. He came over here, and, you know, I went and see him. I picked him up from the hospital and everything. But his dad died, man. And, you you know, it's like, in all honesty, like, I know this sounds bad, but I'm looking forward to the day. I'm looking forward to the day that my mother passes away. And I don't know, it sounds a bit crazy, but it's one of those things where I see her suffer. I see, like, mentally what she's going through and how difficult it is just comprehending reality. That, you know, it's just one of those things where I hope that one day it's just over for her, man. And, you know, I hope one day she just goes into sleep, man. And that's that. Sorry, guys. Let's brighten stuff up. Let me quit. Spam the laughter. Spam the laughter. Let's get the mood back up. Karen over here. Beautiful Karen. Right, okay. So on the SummerCart, this is working so far. This crashed for Modern Vintage Gamer, right? When he done the cartridge, I think. I don't have the cartridge for this, even though bloody Chris had the cartridge for this. When he gave me his N64, it didn't have Resident Evil. That would have been a nice cart to have, you right? In a collection. Not that I'm too fussed about it, but hey, I know what it's worth. And also, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, press that like button, man. We really have got a low like ratio today, so you guys must be hating this, in which case, press that dislike button. Right, okay, this is running. I'm not gonna press anything. We're gonna wait until we go in game, and I'm gonna let the early zombies eat me because I absolutely suck at games. Orchid best girl. Oh, absolutely, man. An absolute. I mean, Karen gets jealous of her, but she's definitely a girl worth dating. Depends on the metric you're comparing. Our racing games were technically a bigger thing on PS1 than N64, maybe. Zelda in action, RPG, and destroys anything on PS1. You know what? Zelda got voted, I remember, Game of the Year. Zelda and GoldenEye were rated best games of the years that they came out in, right? They were definitely, like, probably the top 2 or definitely top 5. Zelda, I remember getting that, you know, just getting that recognition everywhere, critically acclaimed. But you know what? I'm not the biggest fan of 3D Zeldas. The only one I've completed is Breath of the Wild, and that became a chore, man. It was way too long. For some of the dungeons for the Divine Beast, I had to, like, go onto YouTube and, like, look at some guides. And the only reason I looked at it is because I just felt like it was taking too long to do it. I didn't have the time to, like, scour every inch of that thing. And some of the stuff that was there, I would have found it, because when I saw it on a guide, I was like, I would have eventually gone around it, because it looks like you had to take a leap of faith, right? You're either going to fall down or die, or you're going to find somewhere, but you had to experiment for that. And that was pretty cool. I liked LOL. I don't know about... Yeah, so bloody fatality. Thank you, man. You have liked. You are one of the good folk out there, man. Thank you very much for that. That's definitely super duper appreciated. I mean, look at that, guys. If you don't like Karen slashing a teabag in the Analogue 3D and the hearts popping out, if that doesn't make you want to press that like button, I honestly don't know what else will. Where's Anime Otaku? He's not showing up today. I know he said he was going to try and make it, so that's absolutely amazing. Let's have a look. Okay. Really weird. How I get like a bank statement on a Sunday night? How does that work? Really weird. Really weird. All right. Okay. Small world. Someone said something interesting. Let me look at this YouTube comment on my phone. Oh, wow, okay. Someone talking about the weekly news video, Game Boy Genius. Small world, I requested a new feature for the Super Game Boy border converter. I discovered the feature might be handy. Okay, that's cool. So someone requested a feature and they got it, right? I'm not even going to make it as far as... Yeah. Oh no, he's not going to make it there. But guys, this is running, as they say. My leg. True survival horror. Oh, he is proper injured, man. I mean, look at this guy. This all fitted on like a 64 megabyte cartridge. And, you know, you download the new game now. It's like, hey, guess what? It is 100 gig. What game did they optimize recently? I think Helldivers. It come down from like 100 gig to like 20 gig or something. Absolutely nuts. Yo, RT Retro Gaming. Thank you, guys. Listen to RT Retro Gaming. So good. The remakes are really, really good. Guys, Anime Otaku just told me that on his new Samsung S25 Plus, he's got Resident Evil 2, the remake working on there, man, or 3, or one of the Resident Evil remakes, either 2 or, no, Resident Evil 8, sorry, he's got working on there at a good frame rate as well. It's crazy what's happening with Android with a version of Steam or access to Steam on there. It runs it on Steam. I've got on the Retroid Pocket 5, I've got Marvel Cosmic Invasion and Abator working on there. As well as like some other game. I was trying to get Absalom working on there. I really want to play Absalom. I need to go back into that. I'm actually really love the... Yeah, man. Incredible game. The only thing is, it's really nasty when you look at it right. Let's run another game. But this is running really well on the SummerCart, guys. So I guess until like a jailbreak is out. So let's just want to have a look in here. Okay, so it's got a couple of them in there. That's cool. So it's got one for Killer Instinct and it's got one for Mario Kart. Okay, so controller back, save stuff. Interesting. Let's see what else we got in hacks. So, oh, you know what we haven't tried, guys? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Portal. So that's something that really pushes the Nintendo 64. Let's see how that runs in overclock mode as well. Again, using the SummerCart, we know it works on the Analogue 3D. You know, there's no, we can't, you know, I don't think anyone out there can say, you know, this is a bad device. It's a great device. It's just price, options, what your needs are, what you kind of want. Do you want 4K? You kind of have to weigh everything up. But for anyone that's a Nintendo 64 fan, this really is, it's a must of a device. Hey, Pixel and company, don't mean to drop out during the live, but my mother-in-law is coming over and I watched the Nah, no worries, dude. Give our regards to the mother-in-law, man. You know, always keep the mother-in-law happy. It keeps the wife happy. Pro tip there, man. My mother-in-law, I've not had many interactions with her, but whenever I do, I treat her like an absolute queen, man. And it makes the missus happy. Right, okay.
Hello, and again, welcome to the Aperture Science
Yeah, it feels like we're Stephen Hawking's girlfriend is speaking there. Wicked. Mega Man fans, see you around, dude. Thanks for all your support over the years.
Has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper.
Good stuff there.
However, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all enrichment center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from... Por favor, por donde fallan. Muchas gracias. Turn back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Oops. Okay, it's just amazing how it's done. Look at that. I can look at my own booty right there. Oh, the controls are good for this though. It's like the 4 buttons now are like basically the right analog stick the way it's done. Yeah, so Portal's working cool, guys.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super button.
Okay, interesting stuff. Do you know what? I'm going to press the reset button. But yeah, Portal works on the SummerCart, so that's really, really cool. Let's go into no intro and try and find a... let's go Paper Mario. Oh, that's cool. I can keep my finger on it. It does it really fast. This has got a nice intro to it from what I remember. I remember this was one of the ones that when we were testing out the Mr. Core, it would crash and you'd get like a whole bunch of letters underneath and everything. It's quite nuts. What visual mode are we in actually? We should be in clean. Look, the D-pad is not. See the D-pad there? I was moving it down. Turn on the OS and the D-pad is dead in that, right? Clean. That's what we want. It's a good game. Sub, guys. So this used to crash out on the Mister when we first got it, but I like the Paper Mario games. I think they're good. I like the ones like on the Game Boy Advance and the DS and the 3DS as well. Good games, very, very comical as well. Honestly, there's a lot of talent that we have in FPGA gaming. Both Robert Pape for the Mr. core, then obviously doing the M64 core, and Mazamar's doing the core for the Analogue 3D. Both of them are very, very talented people. And we have two N64 cores essentially. Yeah, Paper Mario's brilliant, man. Nick, how you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream if I haven't said hello before. Again, wow, just so darn good. I remember there was only one Paper Mario game. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't love it. And that was the sticker one on the 3DS. I remember going to central London to buy that and playing it. And I got quite far on it. It wasn't that great. I think there's one on the Switch that wasn't really that great either. I think the Brothership one's all right, though. There was a different one on the Switch. But this just looks so good. Like, I love how this looks. And just the whole fact they're paper when they turn around and everything. They look paper. Yo, BearOnGuitar's in the house. How you doing there, buddy? Hey, peace and hope you're doing well. It's funny you went live. I'm finally just now having the time to check through the games of your last several streams to find any hidden gems for my own collection. Oh, okay. It depends which one, man. N64. What are hidden gems on there? I mean, you guys usually kind of tell me the hidden gems. I would say, like in the last few streams, there may not be too many hidden gems in there, to be honest. The Dreamcast stream is what I've really been enjoying. BearOnGuitar, guys, hit me with some hidden gems for BearOnGuitar, man. He's here, and I'm super happy. BearOnGuitar is freaking awesome, man. So, guys, block capitals. Oh, Mace the Dark Age. No worries, let's try that. But wicked, yeah. Like, see guys how Z-Force TV has said Mace the Dark Age? Type me some names like that. Let's do some hidden gems on this machine. Right, we're going to look at Paper Mario. I just wanted to have a look at it because it looked pretty. And Karen's getting jealous. Don't worry, Karen, you're very pretty too. All right, okay, so what was that game there? It was Mace. Where is it gone? Ah, Mace the Dark Age. Right, let's go to no intro. Ah! All right, okay. Here we go, Mace the Dark Age. We'll go USA, not the beta version, the normal version. Fantastic stuff. Then guys, if anyone's coming late on the stream, the 8-bit though controller, the D-pad is pony. You get a lot of false diagonals on there. It is not an accurate D-pad. It's a big letdown for me because a lot of the time I play games that are very, very D-pad centric. So this would have been interesting to play like other stuff on there. But the other stuff, the analog stick's all right. I'm not really having any issues with the analog stick. The buttons are fine. The issue is connection with the OS on the Analog 3D. So that might be an issue with the Analog 3D as opposed to this controller. But the D-pad is not a Contra D-pad, guys. I am telling you, this is not a Contra D-pad. So, you know, I don't regret buying it. I've added it to the collection. A lot of the games that are on analog stick are fine. Just the D-pad, it is not a Contra D-pad, guys. You know, it is not a Contra D-pad. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, and I'm doing that on purpose because I want you guys to know it isn't that D-pad. If you're going to buy it to think, oh, it's going to double up as a D-pad, look, there you go. So look, I moved it, see there? Like I moved it down. Like I'm going to try clean down here. Look, it should have gone onto that monk. It just went diagonal down there. Let's be, oh, I don't know. I'll be like the Ken Ryu guy. I'll be her. So yeah, maybe, okay, maybe I'm easy to please, but the 8-bit though, 64 D-pad is fine. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I've got one that's the D-pad's dodgy, but I've had the same issue with their Ultimate USB Type-C. Their Ultimate USB-C type controller, the D-pad on that is, it's the diagonals. Like for ages, I thought it was fine because I didn't play Contra for a long time, and I bought multiple controllers. But yeah, when I got Neon Inferno and I was playing that and I was doing a video for that, oh man, you can even probably see it in the video where all of a sudden, like I'm supposed to go down and I'll go down diagonal, right? You can see it in there. So that really annoyed me. And the thing is, a friend of mine told me, and oh, here's another thing, right? So over the Christmas period, I've got my little laptop that I make videos on. And what I did on that was the guys that I work with, they used to play a lot of Pro Evo on the PlayStation 2 when they were younger. So we decided we all liked Pro Evo 3. That was good. I mean, I quite like Pro Evo 1 and 2 as well. But Pro Evo 3 was good. So what happened was... oh, okay, he's dead. So we agreed. I said, look, guys, bring in a controller. I keep a controller at work. I keep an Ultimate USB Type-C at work. So we got that, and one of the other guys brought in a DualShock 4, so I paired that and we were playing Pro Evo around the Christmas period. You know the meeting room, if anyone's seen the meeting room that I book when I do videos on the sly, same meeting room or video gaming in there, right? So, by the way, guys, you know, like some of that stuff where I say I book the meeting room and my boss thinks I'm working. My boss is cool. I'm not actually working, he knows. My work is done, and if I've got time to do stuff in between, he's very, very cool with it, right? You know, I'm one of those that I don't like my boss getting any complaints, and I usually have a boss that's cool with that. He's like, yep, don't get any complaints, everything's done. You can pretty much do what you want. I usually get a good understanding with my direct superior. But yeah, when we were playing, so anyone out there that knows Pro Evo Soccer or knows a football game, what you do is, so if you're near the sideline, so say you're running near the sideline at the top, right? And you're running and it's quite a chase. So you want to move right. Let's say you're shooting from left to right. So you're going to hold right and your run button to really pace it down, but you need to get that clean right because you're so close to the line. If you go diagonal top, you're going to go off the field, right? So my colleague there kept saying, or my boss there kept saying, oh, this joypad's rubbish. He goes, he's not much of a gamer. So he was like, it's got stick drift. And the funniest thing was he was playing on a bloody D-pad. So how's that going to get stick drift, right? It had no stick drift. So it turns out that when he was trying to run right, it would accidentally go diagonal and push him off field. So that combined with my Neon Inferno experience, I was like, oh man, I've just bought a whole bunch of these and the D-pads aren't that good on there. And then I tried, he brought in the DualSense the next day because we played quite a bit over Christmas. To be honest, I let mostly like two of them play. I just left it on for them. PSX2 upscaled to 1080p because that's the portable monitor I've got at work, and they loved it. Absolutely loved it. And yeah, with the DualShock 4 and DualShock 5, no one got a single false diagonal. When you're running right, you are running right. You weren't running diagonal down or anything like that. Guys, please make sure you are giving me some hidden gems to try as well. Keep it in block capitals like Z-Force ZTV did. I'm just mashing buttons here, guys, by the way. Oh, so there's probably like death moves you can do in it. All right, that was cool. So give me some things here. Yeah, so yeah, a lot of those 8-bit though controllers, man, and I am a fan. I think like the SNES Pro 2, I've got that D-pad seems to be good on that, but I need to test it again because if I haven't played Contra stuff on there, I may not notice that on there. Like I'm alright with shmups and brawlers on there because if I go diagonal a little bit, you just kind of correct it without realizing it. Right, let's have, see right there, I'm moving it down, guys. I'm not going into history. I went into history there. Oh, I do like it's got favorites in there as well. That's really cool, so you can add stuff in there. I wonder if the EverDrive's got that. I don't really mess around too much with the menus. I just go in and pick the game that I want. But in fact, history is really good because if you're playing one game all the time, you can go back in there. Favorites is something a good option to have there as well. So let's go. Anyone got any other hidden gems that they've named there? No, come on, guys. Name some hidden games out there already. Right, okay. What's in here for Pro? Oh, no, I don't really like the look of Dinosaur Planet. Okay, I'll keep going to ROM hacks because I'm a ROM hack type of guy. What else was on here? Solid Gear, Usagi. So this kind of looks cool. All right, let's just kind of. I'm going to play it really, really badly, guys. But this is a train game. It's a train simulator. And it's not something I want to play, but here you go. Look, it looks like there was a controller made for it, but we're going to play it on a normal controller. Again, love the Taito logo there being pushed out by the train. Just looks superb. And this looks really, really good. By the way, guys, I've got integer scaling on because without integer scaling, you get like some screen tearing. So this one's actually gone a little bit smaller now, but we'll leave it on that. Arcade mode, beginners mode. We're just going to go arcade mode. So, guys, if you ever wanted to do a little bit of a choo-choo train, then... yeah, you can, here we go, let's have a look. I don't know why I went to difficulty level 3. Should have just done level 1. Yeah, graphics are good for this as well. It's a good looking game, guys. Right, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to start the train, but hey, if you're a, if you're a train spotter, you have the Anorak, then you might wanna start your, yeah, you wanna start the train. Okay, so depart. Okay. Okay, that's the beep sound. I have no idea how to start the train. Okay, guys, I am reset. Oh, Gauntlet Legends. Someone, oh, Cruising USA. Right, okay, let's have a look at that. Guys, keep it in capitals. Reward risk, thank you. We're going to look at, oh, Windback is a pretty good game. All right, let's try and do it in order. So what we're going to do is, it's Windback. You mean Operation Windback. You have to give me the full names, man. It's good that I knew that one. But if I didn't, then, oh, is it Windback? It's not Windback, is it? Can't be Windback. I could be wrong, in which case I'll, oh, why are these games? All right, that's weird. Got other stuff that is just on there. Is it Windback? Oh, it is just Windback. My bad. I always thought it was Operation Windback. Oh, is that the Japanese name for it? Let's look at the. I think the normal name is called Operation Windback. I remember that on the. Oh, it was that for the PlayStation 2 as well, I think. I think I just saw it there at the bottom of the page. Here we go. Operation Windback. Interesting. In Japan, it wasn't called Operation. It was just called Windback. Fantastic. Let's go English. Oh, Koei, man. Yeah, that's definitely a bit of quality there. What's this? Oh, wow. Yeah. Sorry, just checking my message in between there. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. We'll go story. Oh, there's a versus mode in this well. This was quite good, like a cover kind of shooter, right? Over West Ham Mountains. West Ham is an area in London, actually. There's a football name by that game. Yes, N64 and PS2. Thanks, BearOnGuitar. Runs clean. Huh? Okay. Yeah, we'll go Cruising USA after this as well. Look at these guys, real hard men. Oh, look at that! I say hard men, and bloody Karen pops out. Not those kind of hard men. I mean, these guys are tough. His name is Jake. I have a friend called Jake. Very, very cool guy. Guys, if you are enjoying the stream, yeah, press that like button, guys. Let's do this. So, guys, what's really cool as well on Unleashed mode? Nothing is really. Oh, you know what's going to be interesting actually? How do I shoot? I'm reloading. Oh. You know, all these games, yeah, like the controls are, every single one of these has like different controls. I want to try the video again. I want to put Unleashed mode off. I want to put it on normal to do hardware, and then just to see if it works, because maybe it will work on both things like that. So I'm going to go to that video next before we go Cruising USA. See, I would have really liked this game on the N64. I never had it on here. We used to, like, this was surprising. We used to sell a few of these games on the PS2 and on, I mean, on the PS2, this looked like a poor man's Metal Gear Solid. What? He's right ahead of you. Stop trying to shoot that guy all the way over there. Ah, here we go. Right, I want to try something. I want to go. I need to exit the cartridge. Sorry, I shouldn't have reset there. Let me exit cart. And what I want to do is I want to turn Unleashed mode off just to see if that will run it, right? So there's a couple of things here. So I'm going to put that on off here. We'll turn it back on after, guys. And Force original hardware. That's perfect. Now, let's see if the videos work on it. Now, I'm kind of curious, right? Because maybe Unleashed wouldn't work on it, but original things would. So let's have a look. Is it going to work, guys? What do you think? No. All right, I wanted to try it, guys. I just wanted to try it. Let's go back out. Quick cartridge. And let's go configure. So what we're going to do again now is we're going to go 32-bit color auto. That's fine. And we're going to go back to, I think that's the best way to play this, man. Unless your game breaks, play it on Unleashed mode, man. Like Unleashed mode is, Analogue have done a really good job with that. You know, Analogue have done a smashing job with that. And at least from what I can see, the Unleashed mode seems to work better than the overclock core on the Mr. FPGA. And that specifically could just be down to the fact that we are using a more powerful FPGA. Yo, sorry, I thought someone said yeah, buddy. Yeah, I just saw yeah there. Right, let's have a look now. Let's go to, we're going Cruising USA. Cruising USA. Okay, we're just gonna go for this one here, and hopefully everything is dandy. Oh, look, I do like how easy they've done this. Like, you know, the controller pack thing. It just asks you to do it for the game if it supports it. So that's cool stuff over there. Ready to rumble boxing? Yeah, no worries, man. That was kind of all right. I remember getting that on the Dreamcast. Did you turn off HDR? I'm not sure if I did. I mean, HDR won't come out with my Elgato, and when I'm looking at my TV screen and my capture screen with OBS, it's looking quite on par. Whereas if I have HDR on, it shouldn't look as good. Right, okay, press OK. If it's okay, press start. Right, okay. I don't know where I can check HDR. I didn't really see an option for it. Does it offer HDR, the Analogue 3D? I'm not. Does it? I'm not sure. Okay. Let's go. Now I want this one, man. That looks cool. Oh, that looks like such a cool car. Oh, that's the change view. I want Z to accelerate on this, right? Ah, right, let's go to furthest out view. Did you guys like playing? Oh, okay, wow, that's... I really like Cruising Blast on the Switch. Wish if it had like an online multiplayer mode. Yeah, that it really feels like an arcade game, like a modern arcade game. Oof. See, like over here, I don't know if the analog stick on this, on the 8-bit Dowdle controller, it'd be worth trying the normal Nintendo 64 one, because I feel like I'm overturning when I'm doing it. I have to be very, very sensitive with the turns. So obviously you can adjust to it. I have to move it ever so slightly. You know, if I like at the beginning, if you noticed, I was using too much turn, but now I'm kind of adjusting to it. No, you know what? The analog stick on this is decent. It's very, very decent. Oof. Do you know, a really good racing game on this is Beetle Adventure. It's not something I ever would have tried out, and even seeing that around when the N64 was out, you think to yourself, oh, you know, this is just a cash-in. This is someone just trying to, you know, it's Beetle license, sell it. It's a really good game. You know what else is really good, actually? We'll look at that after. Mickey Speedway. Someone just remind me later. We'll check that out. Right, this is good. This is really good. What else have we got? Because you guys are now telling me games to check out. Oh, Gauntlet Legends is next. Let's do a little bit of Gauntlet Legends. Okay, do you want to hear the funny part? The analog stick is more accurate for going in the menu than the D-pad. Okay, wow. A lot of controller pack stuff. But I have got a 64 gig card in here, and I've put the entire catalog, N64 catalog in there, and extra stuff on there. And It's still only 22 gig full. So, but this one's going to go to my friend. I'm going to give him the SummerCart, man. If you're watching, buddy, you know who you are. Because I did say to him, I said, look, I'm going to buy it, mess around with it on the 3D, and then I'm going to stick with, I'm just going to stick with the EverDrive. Wow. Oops. Wizard. Ah, okay, you can, that's really cool. Got an archer, secret. Oh, you can't pick them at the moment. Valkyrie. All right, let's go warrior. No. Which warrior do we want? Let's go with this, the ultimate warrior. Okay, do I press start? There we go. Right, interesting. Bloody fatality, no worries, man. If you are that friend, then cool. I never knew you had this account on here. All right, okay. Is there a different Gauntlet game out as well for this? Because I remember playing one. I remember seeing like different stuff on it, unless I was playing that on a different system. Or maybe this is the one. Going into that portal. Oh no, this is the same one, yeah. Destroy the houses? Yeah, I can. Oh, man. Where do I get the key from? Oh, there's a key there. Very good cardio there. Okay. Okay, I'm sure I got a key. Okay, let's run the next game. What was after Gauntlets? But yeah, things are looking good on here. So, okay, Gauntlet Legends. Just trying to see what runs down here. Dude, look, yeah, well, you can buy white and black easily, but then there's limited edition colors as well. But they're all sold out, the limited edition ones. Last time I checked, you could get there. The black and white was still in stock. They might still be in stock, actually. You'll have to check. Right, ready to rumble boxing. Okay, good stuff on here. What game glitch? Yeah, oh, Spitfire RF, how you doing, man? Good to have you here. Always a pleasure having you around, man. It's like the streams feel complete once you're here. Yeah, man. The Unleash mode in this is good. I don't think we've come across a game that's broken because of it. If anything, it's really made the experience better. You know there's only one choice, right? Afro Thunder. Yeah, look, all of them are rubbish compared to my boy Afro Thunder, man. Yes, Afro Thunder, man. He was definitely flagship for this. Analogue 3D, N64, 8-bit DOE controller, and SC bundle, your GoldenEye. Gold funny because I was wondering if his bundle is legit. Oh, what, who's selling a bundle there? Someone's selling a bundle, yeah? Analogue 3D, 64. I mean, there might be someone selling a bundle like that on eBay or whatever, but I do warn you, at least the Analogue, the 8-bit DOE controller I've got, the D-pad is I don't like the D-pad. I'm a very D-pad centric guy, and like the best D-pad for me ever is like the PS Vita D-pad. But you know, the SNES D-pad was good, but this one I get a lot of false diagonals with this controller. You know, I don't think it's a me issue. I think it's the D-pad's just not that good on it, man.
From Zagreb, Croatia, wearing the...
Okay, let's go. Oh no. Oh, I felt like I got punched in the gonads there, man. Completely forgot how to play this game. I remember this game looked really good when it came out on the Dreamcast. It was one, I think it might be one of the launch titles on near launch. It just looked really, really good. Honestly, guys, I am trying. He's out again. You know what? This game is going off, guys. Like, okay, Rush 2049. Is that San Francisco Rush 2049? Guys, do try and give the full game. I went on the website just now and it's oh, 2.6. No, I think that's US dollars, dude. I'm pretty sure that's US dollars there, not Canadian dollars. It's 269. Yeah, US dollars. They've done it in US dollars. Is it on the... Oh, I'm pretty sure it's San Francisco. Oh, no, it is Rush too. Sorry, guys. I keep doubting you guys, thinking you're giving me, like, the wrong names, where clearly you're not. So, apologies there. Oh, this looks cool. That's really cool, the fact that they're available, guys. You know, they're not sold out or anything. And I'm hoping they just have like a constant inventory where they're in stock. Okay, cool. I get it, you know, the limited editions and the highly limited editions. But, you know, if people want this, it'll be nice if it's just available and it's out there, right? You know, and eventually, you know, like I feel like with analog devices, there definitely are a kind of investment, right? Because, for example, now, like, all right, if you've got yourself a Mega SG now, they go for a lot of money now, man. I think a friend of mine wanted to sell his. He put it on eBay, and someone just said to him, if you take it off, I'll offer you this much. And they offered him a lot of money for it. I can't remember. Like, it was something, I think for the Mega SG, he sold it for like £600 or something, you know? So a serious bit of money if you want to get rid of it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not really in for the scalpers or anything like that. But if you've bought something, you've used it, you've enjoyed it. Oh, actually, no, they didn't even use their one. They just kept it in a box. They were just so happy with the Mister. They just left it in there, and they never opened it. And then they were like, yo, Pixel, I think I'm going to sell this. And they went and sold it. And yeah, someone offered them a lot of money for it. And you'd be crazy not to take it. Let's say, for example, like I'm done with the Analogue 3D. I'm like, There's only so much N64 I can take. I'm happy with what I get off the Mister. I can upscale it with a more 4K. And I think, you know what, 5 years from now, it's not doing anything. It's just literally cluttering my cupboard. You know, the wife's like, Pixel, you've got too much stuff. You need to get rid of it. By the way, she doesn't sound like that. If she ever heard me doing that, she'd beat me up. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'll go to sell it. And I paid like 300 for it. And at the time, someone's like, you know what, I'll offer you 500 for it. I'll be like, yeah, man, cool. Inflation and whatnot. I wrote an FAQ for this game. Oh, right, nice, man. Remember the days, guys. Remember the days of game FAQs when you weren't watching videos of how to do stuff, but reading stuff. And that's something that was cool with Metal Game Solid. It's bringing back that kind of buzz of having written guides. So, yeah, definitely check out Metal Game Solid, guys. I wish I've had more time to do stuff on there. I've definitely been focusing on the channel more. Dreamcast has... The Dreamcast is really, like, all I want to do is when I want to play more Dreamcast. And I'm going to do a Dreamcast stream during the week. It might be midweek. It might be like Wednesday or something. Maybe even earlier. I do need to do some content. I've got some stuff waiting for me at work that I need to do reviews for. One of them is a capture device that doesn't require a PC. They kind of contacted me, so I sent my review conditions, which is, you know, the items you sent aren't returned, as well as that the review you don't see it before, and it only you only see it when it goes live on YouTube. And they accepted the conditions, man, and they sent me out this this device, this box that you can record. So imagine I take the Mister out. I don't need a PC. I just connect this device to the Mister. Danger. Okay, I thought I was gonna bust through there like a bad boy. But no, not quite. So yeah, so I've got the Mister or whatever device, right? It's got analog and digital inputs. So you can input, analog and to digital. So yeah, it just it lets you record. So I'm going to do some recordings on that, like, and kind of check that out. And then I might give it away. I might give it away to like my arcade or the FGC, and just say that, look, if you want to record stuff, you got stuff happening here. You don't need a PC around. Just connect this to the device. Or, you know, I don't know, I might do something with it. If I was still playing like competitive Street Fighter, then it would be cool, because you could take it out and attach it to the device and you don't need a PC to capture stuff, and it records it all onto a USB stick or a SD card. And then what you do is you just look at that. You have to go through the footage, get the matches, and use that for editing. So that would be quite handy. So I know one of my friends uses it for a YouTube channel, but he doesn't actually edit stuff on a PC. He does it like very weird. He does it on this device, then he edits it either on the PlayStation or he edits it via his phone. By the way, this game is really good. Handling on this game is fantastic. Handling's better than the other game that we played, Cruising USA. Oh, I'll say that. Look at that, man. Not exactly handling things there. Good sense of speed in this game as well. But guys, SummerCart is great, man. Really good value for money. The average price of this is around £40. But you can, you know, if you find vouchers, offers, all of that. I was expecting to pay £40 for it, to be honest. Because when I was looking at it, when I was showing my friends, saying, look, I'm going to get one of these, run it on the channel, and then I'm going to give it to you for the N64. By the way, it's the same friend that gave me the PVM, and then he gave me the better PVM, because all he wants to do on his one is play in 64. So we're running in 64 on the lesser model, and it works. So he gave me his better model. So I've got a really good PVM, yeah. So he gave me that. So, you know, it's nice to give something back as well. So that's why I thought for his N64, he's only got like maybe 2 or 3 carts. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just give him a SummerCart, and he's gonna play it. So usually he's got a restaurant. I'll go there with a family, but he's not too far from my work, so I feel like maybe one day after work I'll call him and just give him a shout and pop there. Because the thing is, if I go there with my family, I can't go to his little apartment above his restaurant and play games there for ages, because my wife would be like, oh, we need to go, and well, she'll get bored, you know. But yeah, he's a cool guy. So this is literally his. Once I've played with it a bit, I'll just stick to the EverDrive, man. I mean, if I need to, I'll buy another one later when it goes cheap, but I really don't feel the need to buy another one. I use it on I'll use the EverDrive on the Analogue 3D, and hopefully a jailbreak comes out which negates the use of that, and then I'll just stick it in the Nintendo 64 if I ever want to play on the original hardware. But the video signal on the Nintendo 64 is so bad, I don't know why anyone would want to play it when you have, like, you know, you've got options there like the Mr. FPGA, you've got the Analogue 3D. You know, why would you want to play an original? The N64, even upscaling it was just terrible, man. It was horrible looking, really bad looking. Not like, you know, when I upscale something like the Sega Saturn on the Mister, it looks great. N64 upscaled on the Mister looks good as well. But the actual N64 console itself, wow, bad. By the way, guys, the HDMI output on the Mister is phenomenal. I can't believe how good it is. It really is that good. I haven't really upscaled anything from Analogue, but I'm happy with the Analogue out on the Mister with the board, the Analogue boards for the Mister outputting to my PVM. It looks great. But the HDMI is superb. You know, putting that in direct video and then upscaling it, wow. Sega Saturn looks amazing. Two best devices on the more 4K actually have been the Dreamcast via a HDMI adapter into the more 4K from 480p to 4K, and the Sega Saturn, which is probably like 240 or 224 down to or up to 4K. Just looks amazing. My two favorite devices on that. Okay, this race is lasting quite a long time. So let me press reset. Let's press reset there. And let's see what other games I kind of mentioned there. But this is really good. Oh, man, Slopes Game Room in the house. How you doing there, buddy? Good to have you here, man. I was actually going to say to you, Slopes, I was going to drop you a message, actually, just to say, have you seen that they've updated Streets of Rage New Era to, I think, version 3.1? And looks really good. I was just like, oh, man, I'd love to see a Slopes video on this. Just kind of having a look at that, so that might be worth checking out, man. Karen, is that my wife? No, that is not Mrs. Pixel. Karen is just she's just an FPGA groupie that likes hanging around, man. She absolutely loves it. By the way, she's subscribed to your channel. I did tell her to become a member, but she was like, no, I'm not even becoming a member for you, Pixel. I'm not doing it for Slopes. That's a slippery road. But yeah, there was that. Oh, and there was a Slopes. There was a Kickstarter. Mayhem Brawler 2 that's been cancelled, and people are a bit upset about losing their money, obviously. So I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to see this on Slopes channel. So if you're still there, if not, if I don't get a response for you, I'll try and drop you a message after the stream, man. Yeah, Dreamcast is wicked, Slopes. I got one recently and it is banging. Gonna go hang out with my dad. See, oh, no worry, Bloody Fatality, wicked, man. Good stuff. Always good to do stuff with your parents. Has anyone mentioned? Oh, you know, you guys haven't mentioned the game, but is it under D? Oops. Is it under D for Disney? No, so it's just going to be Mickey Speedway. This game is superb, guys. I think it's made by Rare. It is just such a good racing game, man. Absolutely amazing. Oh, wicked, Nick. Your Super Station 1 was shipped yesterday. Absolutely amazing, man. Oh, Star Wars Pod Racer. No worries. We can give that a shot. We ran that on the Dreamcast as well yesterday. What's DJ Nicky G saying? The Analogue 3D has been an amazing system so far. I was testing a few games and noticed Star Wars Rogue Squadron had some visual issues at the name select screen of the okay, so the issues with I had that when I was running on the EverDrive on Friday. Turn on integer scaling, don't use integer plus, and that goes. When you use integer plus, you get some visual defects on there. Oh wow, guys, about another 10 minutes left of this stream, man. I've got chores and stuff to do. I don't want to annoy the wife, so this is really cool. This one here, it's cool. Okay, let's have a look at this. Okay, let me tell you guys a joke. I always say it when we do some Disney stuff, right? So Mickey and Minnie are at the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist says to Mickey, you can't divorce Minnie because she's stupid. He said, I didn't say she's stupid. I said she's effing goofy. I love that joke. Right, let's go Goofy. We go Goofy. Bad handling there, though. Maybe I shouldn't have. Wicked. Congratulations to Nick, man, whose Super Station 1 has shipped. That's absolutely brilliant. I wonder when the press ones are going to go out, man. Tacky, damn it, man. Tacky, like, you know, putting you customers ahead of us press guys. Just send it out to me already, man. I can't wait to play it and do some stuff. I'm gonna take it to one of the meeting rooms at work and whatnot, and oh, come on, let me play the game. Just let me play. Check my phone. My phone's all right. Okay, come on, just let me get out of this, man. Okay, there's Goofy there. Oh, I remember those old phones, guys. I mean, that's before my time as well. I had obviously the old phones with the dial thing on there. But yeah, that was way before my time. I remember seeing those in movies, actually. Well, when this game finally starts, it'll be all right. All right, come on. Is it? I feel like I'm not even in this game. You played yourself with Mickey game. Ah, here we go. Right, guys, this game is banging. Absolutely banging. Even without, like, even on original hardware, this plays really, really well. Oh, and I got myself a bad start. Has a great skid going for it. I think I overskidded there. I'm doing a bad job of showing this game. It's a very, very good game, guys. It's one of those I never knew about this, never played it. Just, you know, you would think this is some kind of really bad cash-in, right? But it's not. It's a really good game. Oh, it gave me the boost. If you haven't tried this game out, guys, try it out. It's really good. Come on, let's overtake some. Obviously, playing it, you'd need to know the item. I don't know what the items are in this, but yeah, it's a good game. It's one of the ones that I discovered on the Mister, and I was like, wow, this is really, really good. Okay, done really bad. Came almost last. Okay. All right, okay, let's do Pod Racer. So, guys, yeah, this SummerCart, I can 100% recommend it, man. I mean, you've seen it here in. You've seen how well it performs. It does everything right. We've not had any issues. It's running fine in overclock mode. It's working really, really well, right? So, Star Wars. Okay, here we go. Toughish game as well. By the way, episode 1, what a terrible movie. Kind of like Darth Maul as a character. I remember seeing the previews and the game. I mean, the movie just boo. What a darn movie. I think my buddy Chris had the cartridge for this as well. So I think he must have lost some cartridges along the way. This Resident Evil 2. Okay. Okay, wow, does the sound really low here or? Okay, let's do this. All right, let's just go young Anakin. The sounds good though, guys. Oh no, it's back. He played this on the Dreamcast yesterday. It'd be interesting to do a comparison of the Dreamcast upscale to 4K and the N64 upscale to 4K to see which one's better. I mean, Dreamcast should really look better because it's a more powerful machine. But hey, this looks really good on Nintendo 64, man. I mean, this upscale to 4K is pretty cool. Oof. That was a small hole to fit into. That's what she said. Weekend goes so quick. Felt like it was just Friday yesterday. Well, it wasn't. It was Friday 2 days ago. But back at work tomorrow. I don't even mind my job, but I have to work. This was a cool game when it came out. I remember it being quite the technical achievement. Let's try it. What we're gonna do after this, guys, I'm gonna go Rogue Squadron, and then I am gonna call it a rap. Not a gangster rap, just a normal rap. Not a chicken rap, just a rap. Sorry, I'm playing, so I can't smash that canned laughter button. But hey, guys, you know what? You can smash that like button while I'm playing if you have enjoyed this stream in any capacity. So let's have a look. Guys, on TikTok they've got this thing where it's blatantly AI generated, but it is hilarious, right? They've got popular songs being sung by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it is brilliant, man. Absolutely epic, like the songs he sings. Yeah, it's literally, think about a song and just think about Arnie singing it in that Terminator commando voice, right? Amazing stuff. Right, let's go Rogue Squadron, and let's go look at this. Okay, maybe it does. So Rogue Squadron isn't a hidden gem, but it is a gem. I like the version on Steam as well. I bought it on Steam. So now we shouldn't get any flickering, because when I did the stream yesterday with the EverDrive, I had that flickering. Sorry, someone said that in chat as well. But they said you've got integer plus on, and that causes a screen rip. But if you have integer scaling on, you're kind of good with that. So we'll give this a quick blast. And it's not full screen because we are using integer scaling. However, the screen ripping shouldn't be there. At least that is what was said when I was playing it on the EverDrive. And I imagine the same rule applies for this as well. So yeah, good stuff. Man, what a game. This game on the N64, wow, mind-blowing playing this. You know, that's one of the things, man. Do you guys feel that as well, right? Where, you know, we're so, you know, it would be nice to go back to that time, right? I miss that time. I miss that time where, you know, a lot of my friends didn't become crackheads and we were playing games and all of that, you know, around them. Like one of the guys that was really into Star Wars, he's a crackhead now. So I can't really see him. But, you know, it was nice like playing this stuff, you know, hanging out and all that. Can't really do that anymore. Out of friends that I grew up with in school, I see very, very few of them. Right, ambush over Mos Eisley. Wicked. Look at, guys, this looks superb, man. This is the way to play it, man. Upscale to 4K, looking darn good. Can't skip it first time round. So let me just put the volume down in case Lucas wants a bit of my honey money. But hey, look, Karen looks quite good. Intergalactic, blended into Star Wars. Back in the day, Factor 5, man, amazing. Just a sign of quality, man. Absolutely amazing. So first time we're running this, so we need to just kind of get through this. I'm really excited for my mate. I can't wait for him to actually get this SummerCart, man, and try it on his N64. I want to go and play a couple of games with him. So maybe we'll do like a little bout of Mario Kart or something to go check it out. Guys, I'm waiting for Mandalorian, the next season, to show up. I know all my family is as well. They all love Mandalorian, man. There you go. Absolutely superb. But yeah, it's been a good fun stream, guys. I'm definitely going back to Dreamcast at some point. My best school friend that I used to hang out with almost every weekend, unfortunately, was kidnapped and brutally. Wow, dude, that is serious, man. I got to know about it from the newspaper. Oh, dude, so sorry for you, man. People get into some real dodgy stuff, and I've got some friends that they've done some dodgy stuff, man, and that's why I don't hang out with a lot of them. Like I've got a few friends that I grew up with that I stay in contact with, and then every like year, mind you, they didn't do like a Christmas dinner this year. They usually do a lads Christmas dinner, but they didn't do one this year. But I do like to meet up with them. But yeah, there's a lot of them that just went way beyond. Okay, so that. Yeah. Okay, so DJ Nikki, do let me know if you spot anything in here. I was getting screen rips when I was using Integer Plus yesterday on with the EverDrive, but with this it seems cool. Like I've not seen any of the screen rips. So it was it was obvious to see, but naturally if you're using that, then I want to play the GameCube Rogue Squadron. That's like one of the best games of all time. I actually finished that one. I actually finished the one in my game shop. It was a cool game to play. By the way, DJ Nicky, are you a DJ? What is your genre, man? I was big into UK garage. DJ'd it for a number of years, man, on clubs and radio stations. When I say radio stations in London, we had a lot of pirate radio stations. So I played on a station called Freak FM, Freek, 101.8, and there was a smaller station as well called Smooth FM. Where on Smooth FM, I'd say I was like one of the flagship DJs, but on Freak FM, I was like I was one of the smaller DJs. But it was fun. It was fun doing radios. Going into, if anyone's seen, what is it? Some people something about Corrupt FM. It's very accurate to how a lot of stuff was. But I remember going into like flats where you'd have like mattresses in the wall to like soundproof the building. It was really cool, really cool in the UK. A good little scene there. Right, guys, this is running fine. Thank you for whoever gave me the advice yesterday saying turn off integer scaling. In fact, let's try something here quickly. What I am going to do, sorry, let me pause it. Let's see if the screen tearing comes back if I put it on integer plus. Okay, so now let's see if that screen tearing comes back. Oh, look, I can see it there. You see it? You can see the little line there? Just below the spaceship. You see it. You should be able to see it, especially if you're watching on a big screen in 4K. You're going to see that little tear that we're getting, even though it fills up the screen. When I done the EverDrive video yesterday, everything was in integer plus. I just thought I'll go integer scaling today for better visuals, even though all the time it won't fill the screen. But look, when I'm moving up and down, you can see that line. Let me try and move up and down slow. There you go. You see it? So that was there. So I'm wondering if whatever issues anyone is having are gone by turning it back to integer. Cool. Okay, so now let me go to a final game and we'll do like an outro. Hopefully, I'm trying to think what has a good attract mode. Actually, you know what? ROM hacks. Okay. Okay, let's go with that. No, I'm not the biggest Pokemon guy out there, but my buddy Anime Otaku likes this one, so let's do this one for him. And hopefully this ROM hack will work. I'm hoping to see. There we go. Did not let me down. So guys, yeah, Analogue 3D. What did we learn while doing this stream? Well, it's a great bloody device. It plays Nintendo 64 exceptionally well, and in some aspects, a lot of people look like, for me, If I wasn't doing the channel, I'm really happy with the Mister. This is a purchase for the channel. Definitely isn't worth it. I don't make that much money on there to justify it, but hey, it's worth doing. You know, if I'm actually happy with the Mister Core, and I don't mean that in any disrespectful ways or anything. The Analogue 3D is a great product, but you know, like for me, the Nintendo 64, I can't get the boys around like it's back whenever it was, 1999, 2000, 2001, where we got together, we played GoldenEye together, we played FIFA 99, we played Mario Kart. That time is gone, and I'm never going to get that back. So I can't recreate that, right? So when it comes to the Nintendo 64, I don't have the nostalgia a lot of other people have. I have nostalgia for it, but not crazy nostalgia. Not like I have it for like the SNES or the PC Engine, you know, which I did play multiplayer, but I played it a lot of the times I was just banged up at home playing it myself, right? But it is good. So for anyone out there that likes Nintendo 64 especially, you want to play it in 4K, you've got a big cartridge collection because you're a collector, the Analogue 3D it's a must purchase. It's just one of those things you need to get it, man. You know, if you're someone that don't really care for the Nintendo 64, then man, the Mister Core is good. I've been enjoying it for a number of years and I absolutely love it. So it's really cool. But if you've got a big cart collection, you want to play this in 4K, superb. If not, you want to play it in 4K anyway, and you want something for the sitting room that is pretty much just plug and play, then you can grab this, grab yourself some original controllers or an 8-bit Dowdle controller or a dongle. I think Retrocast will do a dongle that will let you connect other controllers via like Bluetooth. But on the whole, it's good. But the SummerCart is phenomenal, right? You know, all respect to the EverDrive, they're great devices, but you know, something that's like, let's say like it's a quarter of the price of an EverDrive. Why in your right mind would you buy an EverDrive? Unless someone can tell me there's a distinct advantage. There's a distinct advantage to getting that and spending at least 4x the money on an EverDrive. I just don't see the point. If you've got a 3D and you're looking for a flash card, then the SummerCart has done everything that we've tried today. It hasn't run videos. I've not been able to run videos on there, but that could be an issue with the settings on my side, and that was on the EverDrive and on the SummerCart, but they do work on the Mister, so obviously that might be an advantage of the Mister FPGA there. You know, and they run on original hardware as well, by the way, those videos. So yeah, man, SummerCart is really good. Analogue 3D is good. But yeah, let's kind of conclude here, guys. So look, thank you very much for watching. Do appreciate each and every one of you guys. A comment there from DJ Nicky. It was mostly Tech House back in the early 2000s day. Now I just review, restore old tech and all shit. Oh no, really cool, really nice. Yeah, BearOnGuitar, the Mister Core is excellent, really. I'm excited to see how the M64 turns out. I also need a somewhat simpler device to gift my sister. The Mister might be not too user-friendly. Yeah, you know what? That's something like the M64 and the Analogue 3D. They're kind of made with a better end user experience in mind, a simpler user in mind. Like look how many people got baffed with the snack ports on the Superstation 1. Even though you can research that stuff, but people are just going to want to connect it, plug it and play it. So yeah, definitely. So the M64 kind of looks like it's going to be good. I mean, guys, it's got Robert Pape on there. Robert Pape, right? For the Nintendo 64, other developers. When I interviewed Hervieux, if anyone's unaware, he's one of the biggest developers for FPGA gaming in general. Mr. Analogue Pocket, CD Mist. If it's an FPGA platform, this guy will support it. He's done the most arcade games, the biggest number of arcade games over to all FPGA platforms. And when I interviewed him, he said he would not be able to create the Nintendo 64 core on the Mr. FPGA. The way that he does it, the approach that he takes, makes it impossible. And in fact, you know, no disrespect to Hervieux, I consider him a friend, and I'm a big fanboy of Hervieux CPS2 that got me on there. But look how much difficulty Hervieux's had with the Neo Geo Pocket. That's something that's really been a challenge for Hervieux and his team. And you know, you got Robert Pape that's like, hold my beer, let me deliver the N64. So Robert Pape being on the M64 definitely makes it something interesting. So I'm really interested in seeing where he gets with that as a final thing, because the DE10 Nano in the Mr. FPGA presented some limitations. Those limitations are not there with the larger FPGA used in the M64. So it's definitely interesting times ahead. Oh, sorry, I just realized I've still got the sound down when Mario Kart's kind of all right to listen to. My bad. So yeah, interesting times ahead for sure. So yeah, we've got some very, very talented people. The person behind the Analogue core is a developer called Mazamars. He's a close friend as well. In fact, he comes on the channel and he comes on live streams just to chill sometimes. So hopefully I'll have him on the channel soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be like an Analogue 3D related thing, or he's just going to come and chill and we're going to hang out and maybe look at some of his other works on here. You know, the developer behind that, he's ported over the PC Engine CD core, the Neo Geo core to the Analogue Pocket, and he's developed this core for Analogue, and it's a fantastic core, especially the Unleashed mode, man. The overclocking on the Analogue 3D is insane. I mean, that's what we've been doing during the stream, and I see no reason to turn the Unleashed mode off unless it presents an issue where it breaks the game, right? If it breaks the game, then maybe we will turn it off. But if not, there is zero reason, I'll say it, guys, zero reason to turn Unleashed mode off. Yeah, so SummerCart, fantastic. But I'm going to stop talking because honestly, I can literally talk all day, man. I don't know if it's a gift or a disease. I guess it varies. But anyway, guys, be freaking awesome to one another. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.
Welcome to Pokemon